Hey guys, Augiesaint here and welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day and you're ready for the first Descendants coming out really soon. I will be doing a countdown stream over at twitch.tv/Augiesaint, so drop on by, I'd love to see you guys there. We will be hopping into it as soon as it goes live in less than 40 hours now away from launch. But this video I want to share with you guys a quick start guide to getting you started in the first Descendant. Just give you guys a little bit of an overview of everything there is to know so you guys can have the best start into the game and understand a little bit about it as you go into it as newer players. So without further ado, let's hop into it. So first things first, you will have to decide on a starting Descendant. Now I suggest between Viessa or Ajax. I do have a video up on my channel if you guys want to go check it out. I cover in depth the differences between all three of the starting Descendants, and then the choice is up to you. I am going to be picking Viessa, so let me know down below in the comments which one you guys actually end up going with. So that's it, you pick your first Descendant and now you should start playing through all the missions. And just progress the story. Everything should lead you to the next part of the story for the most part. Just go on through, play through the story. So let's talk about the weapons you'll be picking up throughout the game. The weapons, you should be keeping at least one copy of every type of weapon that you do pick up. Even the blue early weapons, because as you can see in the background there, this is the weapon list. And they have proficiency levels. Now this proficiency level ties into your mastery rank. And the master rank is really good to level up because it's going to unlock different things for you. Some weapons are locked behind master rank, as well as I believe some of the Descendants as well. And you get increased module capacity, which is another thing we'll get to in a second. But just so you know that these proficiency levels do increase your master rank. So you want to hold on to weapons. Even if you don't like them, put them in your stash and you can go back to leveling them up later. So just play with the weapons that you like in the beginning, but don't throw them away or dismantle them. Like just keep one copy of each of the different types of weapons until you have completed the proficiency on them, and then get the master rank that comes along with it. Proficiency goes up to level 40. So once you get to level 40, and if you don't like it, you can go ahead and then thrash it, throw it away. You don't need it anymore after that point. And then the same thing goes for the Descendants as well. Obviously, you're not going to be throwing away Descendants, but you will have a limited amount of slots for Descendants. You can increase that most likely with premium currency, as well by leveling up your master rank in game. Will also give you more slots for your different Descendants. Now the way that you actually farm up different Descendants will be by collecting materials and then collecting these things known as relics. Some of the Descendants you should actually get via the story, like story. I believe Bunny was the first Descendant we got as a story quest Descendant, but then after that most of them you'll have to farm up, and they all have different ways and materials. As you can see in the background here, for example, Ultimate Viessa, you have 4 parts that you need to actually go ahead and craft them. These all do take, I believe, 12 hours in game. They have like different times for crafting them, but you can see that the Ultimate Viessa, this is to actually get the Descendant. We'll need these 4 things as well as 900,000 gold. And then these are the parts that you need to go farm up. So you need to farm up the materials. These 3 are usually different types of materials, and these materials you can be found all around the world in different missions. They can drop off enemies, and you can also just get them straight from resource crates from like farming routes around the maps. I will have videos covering all the different ultimates and how to build them up, all the different frames, how to get them all, the different Descendants, and how to farm all the materials you will need for them. So stay tuned to the channel for that. But let's get back into it. So these little pieces down here is the specific one that you'll need to go do void intercept battles for. So how you obtain these little pieces of, this is like the blueprint, so to say, to make this actual piece. So you need the materials, and then you need like this blueprint of to make the actual piece, and then you take that piece and you put it into the full version. But these are a little bit more complicated to obtain. So these you get usually from endless missions or any mission type where there is a chance to get like a relic, and then in that relic you can open it by doing void intercept missions. And the void intercept missions, you beat the boss and then you open any relic you do have on you or that's available to that void intercept mission. You crack it open and then you have a chance at obtaining whatever's inside there. There should be a way we can actually increase the chance of the one you're trying to look for. So like, for example, the Ultimate Viessa, this could be like the lowest tier of, because they all have different drop chances usually. There could be like 4 different things in the relic. And say now the Viessa piece you're trying to get has like a 5% drop chance. The other thing has like 20, and then whatever else is left. You could usually increase that Viessa piece with some other materials to make it like a 50% chance to drop or something around like that. I'm not sure about all the numbers on that, but there should be a way we can increase it to make the RNG a little bit easier while farming these. But you'll just end up farming a lot of different relics and then opening them up in void intercept battles to then go ahead and get the Descendants you are trying to look for. So that's how you obtain them in game. But then you could also go over to the shop. Now this is a screenshot of the shop from the last open beta, so these prices could change, but you can pretty much buy everything in the shop that you could go out and farm. Obviously the skins and stuff I believe are exclusive to the shop. That's why I don't mind monetization like that. I don't mind paying for skins, but then the materials and the Descendants, as you can see, there is a premium ultimate leap pick bundle. So you get ultimate leap pick as well as all of this stuff. Seems like you get a slot over there. This is the reactor you need to increase your mods and all that kind of stuff, and you get some skins and stuff with them. So you could just straight out buy the Descendants if you do not want to spend the time grinding them up. If you do have some money lying around and you want to spend it on fast forwarding to get the Descendant, you can as well do that instead of having to farm it all up. But now let's actually talk about modules. Modules are most of your power is going to come from in the game for your weapons as well as your Descendants. These make a huge impact on how strong you are. So it doesn't really depend on the weapon or the Descendant. You could take any Descendant and make them pretty strong comparatively to like a Descendant without any mods. Obviously some Descendants will be better than others, but what I'm trying to say is all of your power is going to come from the modding system. You have a module capacity. You see they're 51 out of 51, so we have maxed it out. We can't put any more mods on there, but you see we still have 3 slots open. So that's what I was talking about before, where you level up your mastery rank and then you get increased module capacity, so you can actually put more on, as well as you can use a energy activator. You put that in there. It's like a material that you can farm up and craft, and then it should increase your capacity by quite a lot. I think about 30 or something. It usually just about doubles your module capacity overall. So you can then go ahead and put some more mods on, as well as level up these mods that I currently have. So you can see these mods I currently have are not maxed out. So if I have a look at this mod, for example, it's at 108.2%, and then that will increase as well. But when you do level it up, the capacity cost increases as well. So that's why you need to actually level up, get your master rank leveled up, and then get this Descendant to level 40. And you can actually put on a specific thing. We're just going to call it a former for now, because I'm not sure what it's called in this game, but it's called a former in Warframe. As you can see, these sockets over here are just pluses, so that's like a normal socket type. But if you have a look at these two over here, you can see this one is 9 over there and it's white. It's not like making it green, so it's 5 and 6 on the green. What the green means is that this slot has actually been changed, the polarity of it, so it changed the socket to be a similar socket to what the mod is. You can see they have different symbols on them, and that means they're different like sockets. Like for example, this one is a module socket type Cerulean. So if you were to go and put the former on there, you could change this to a Cerulean mod socket, and then it will actually reduce it by half. So instead of costing 12 capacity cost, this mod will actually only cost you 6. So then you'll get more module capacity overall. You can slap on another mod. As you can see, for example, this mod is 6 at the base level. So you can go ahead and put that straight on, and then you can former all of these sockets, by the way, so you can reduce all of them down, as well as putting on a melee module over here, the long distance maneuvering. That has to do with your grappling hook, or you could just put a normal melee module there, and it will increase your module capacity as well. And then the skill module, if we get a little bit further down, each of the different Descendants over here have different skill modules. Bunny's one is right over there. So you can see there it's lit up. Changes maximum power into a form that causes damage around Bunny. So you could put that in there and it changes around one of your skills. You can only have one skill module active at a time on Descendants. So you'll have to build around like having certain different builds for all the Descendants, as they all have at least one skill mod per all of their skills. And then the ultimate versions have 2 extra modules, I believe. So that's the quick rundown on modules. So we covered modules, we covered Descendants, weapons, master rank. That is pretty much all that you need to know to get into the game, start getting more powerful, progressing, and how to actually obtain all the Descendants and weapons. There it is. Stay tuned to the channel for more updates. We will be making a ton of guides and videos going into the launch and the foreseeable future. If the game keeps on going and keeps giving us updates and stuff, I can't wait to just keep covering it, as it's very close to Warframe and I enjoy Warframe so much. I have been playing Warframe for the last 10 years. If you guys have any questions, ask them down below in the comments, as well as join the Discord. I just made a new channel in there for the first Descendant, so hop on into Discord if you have any questions as well. Join the streams, ask questions. I am more than happy to try and answer them to the best of my abilities. But thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like and a sub to the channel, and I'd love to see you guys in the streams and on the next video. Augiesaint out.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying